Wubba lubba dub dub! Here we have the Rick and Morty portal gun by Funko, i.e. the good one. Now what do I mean by that? I mean this has actually got plasma inside the domed top. This has got 5 really neat sound effects and works out of the box. 3 AAA batteries already included, ready to go. You'll need a pair of strong scissors or snips because boy, the tie grips hold it very securely in the box. It's really comfortable in the hand, all the weight. Let me quickly show you the ugly stuff. Underneath the battery compartment, on-off switch, turn it on. Speaker at the bottom. Yes, there's no second red display on the bottom, that's where the batteries are, but that means the weight's at the back where the handle is, and it feels much more comfortable and easy in the hand. Although it looks like a dial to dial in exactly where you'd like to go, and of course C137 is the current home dimension, let's call it. It's actually a push button, and of course I press it, it's going to activate, it's going to make noises. It's got 5 sounds. They're a little bit random in order, but we'll go through all the 5 sounds later. Of course, we've got bright lights, but you can see that the dome illuminates. This, by the way, you can rotate, so if you don't particularly like the way the plasma looks or want to make it look a little bit different, you absolutely can. And on the front part, the business end, you've got 3 dual lens eyepieces. Only the central one actually emits the projection of the portal green swirl, always green, but the other 2 lights do actually illuminate. So in the camera lens, and I'm sure you could see the back of your iris, a portal swirl. It's really comfy in the hand, really easy to hold, great cosplay item. I think Rick Sanchez would be very proud of this. Let's do a few more details. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to show projecting onto a wall in my lounge and onto the ceiling, so you get a bit of distance, because of course the closer you are to a wall, the projection is obviously scaled and sized. It's daylight, it's a bit overcast, sun isn't actually shining, but here we go to see how bright it is. Now that's a decent size on the wall. You can see above my sofa there from the horns. Obviously if I have it closer, it's going to get smaller for a decent length away. That's the kind of size portal you can jump through. I'm now going to draw the curtains and do it in simulated darkness. Okay, I've only drawn the curtains in my lounge, so there's still light bleeding in from my left, your right, and over there from the hallway. But this is a reasonable light level. Let's say it's dusk. In fact, Alexa, lounge 10%. Okay. Let's have some side lights as well. Okay, so here we go. A very presentable projection. As you can see, the green of the gun really illuminates, so the camera's picking up that as much as anything. So what I'm going to do next is make it a little bit darker, but again, not have it pitch black because that's not representative. But it's very, you know, this is not dark. You can see me. I'm in my Rick outfit. Okay. Just turning off the lights now. So it's still got dim light around. It's certainly not dark. I don't need any illumination. You can still again see me perfectly well. Obviously the walls are very dark blue. So what you're seeing there is the green projected onto a blue surface, which is probably not the best. But it all depends on the colour of the walls and the surface, to be honest. But it's a good bright light. Obviously the camera reacts quite a lot to the light lit dome with the electronics going on in here and the reflections. It's a very nice reflection. I'm now going to project onto the ceiling, so I'm going to put the camera up and you'll see how easy it is to fall through the floor. But this time I'm projecting onto a white ceiling, so not surprisingly it looks gorgeous. So the colour of the green, of course, is influenced massively by the colour you're projecting onto. Obviously my blue, the head does well, but the blue of the wall makes it all a little bit sea green blue rather than vibrant, radioactive chemical blue. Let's do it in the dark. Well, let's dim the lights even more. Again, not darkness at all. Still, you can see me in my room, but it's definitely dusk. I've got curtains drawn. And if only the portal span just a little bit within the torch gun. Okay, let's just test this. Good, just what I needed. A horn of plenty from upstairs. It works fine. Okay, I better show you the 5 sound effects. So they're played in random order, so it's going to take a little while, but here we go. Let's go through them. I've dimmed the lights a little bit so you can see a little bit more of the projection, but here we go. Number 1. That's the one I call zoom up, zoom down, quite long. Similar. That's the glug with the pop. That's the short one. Be careful with that one, because if you're trying to do some tricky, sneaky effects with your portal emitter, it's very short. That's the one I call Psi R. And one actually has got tweeting birds on the end. Hopefully we get that next. Yeah, so that's one of the longest ones. It's got little tweets in the back. So I believe I'm now showing you all 5. So one more trick that no one's going to show you. So the 3 LED lenses on the front all have a light. So if I cover over the main central one, you will see that there's actually 2 little LEDs on the sides. So when I'm projecting, those 2 little green LEDs are actually doing something. So I'm going to cover with my index finger the middle, and you actually get 2 more green lights. I'm going to turn the main light off now, so we're going to be in the dark, just so you can see this. So here we go, there's the portal. Now with the portal central emitter covered, you get 2 green I am the Mistron's emitter, and it's quite nice in its own right. So you know, it projects. They project quite a way. The crystal lens. So I'm now behind the camera. Let's put a bottle of brandy, one of Rick's favourites, in shot a little bit better. So easily, I'm projecting taller than a 1-foot bottle of brandy there. Of course, it's smaller than the actual plasma projection itself. But I quite like the fact I found this extra little thing. Maybe you'll find it useful, maybe not. This is the Funko original, and I just want to show you this image that is commonly available when looking at the Funko images for the portal gun. And you'll see the very end tip looks like it's got 3 proud green, almost opaque discs. And you really don't get that. You do get these 3 plastic dual, surprise surprise, translucent discs instead. So this picture, even though it's all over the place, and this is Mechoid Prime Limited, who make a big thing about always using the official genuine merchandising products. This is an official logo, an image. I shouldn't say logo, it's actually the image. And well, it's wrong. There they go. So this is really what it looks like. So don't be surprised when you get your Funko portal gun and it looks just like the one I'm showing you here. This is the right one. There's one more thing in the box. Underneath the packaging there's a sheet of paper, and it's a massive piece of paper that tells you all about the battery. And bottom right there you actually do get a diagram, but it's pretty easy. You need a crosshead screwdriver, remove the cover, 3 AAA batteries, of course alternating, and there you have the instructions to replace the batteries. Wubba lubba dub dub! Okay, this really is a great cosplay item. Doesn't cost a great deal, it cost me about £20. You can get it for less than that already. Yes, display, only display C137 not changeable, but it's a stick-on item. If you want to print and stick more dimensions, universes, realities, up to you, you can do that, of course. It's got some really nice little sounds. It's quite loud, you know, people will hear this, they turn around to see what's going on. The energy globe dome full of plasma is neat. It looks pretty good. It lights up really well. Obviously I've got it very bright again so you don't see it so well, but it's because it's got a perspex cover that actually illuminates with the light very well. Really like this. The handle's comfortable, so if you've actually got it on you for quite a while, absolutely, you really won't tire. I've got great big hands, so yeah, I'm down to 3 fingers. My little finger's not doing a great deal. Thumb on the actual button, but yeah, it's comfortable. You're not gonna suffer or wilt under the weight of this portal gun. I think Rick Sanchez has done us proud here by giving us this particularly good portal gun. Well done, Funko. Definitely worth the wait. I missed all the other ones because they just looked a bit rubbish. Some of these even had stickers around here, and yeah, okay, some have got this glowing red bit here, but they don't project anywhere near as good, and the volume and speakers quality of this is par excellence. So all in all, gets my big thumbs up. And I'd like to end on a belch, but what I'm actually going to say is thank you for watching. Please feel free to like, subscribe and comment. I try to answer any questions left on my videos. Hope you enjoyed this one.